Hello and welcome to another Lulu Soul video. I am Lulu Soul, and today I want to talk about my thoughts on Disney's upcoming live-action movie, The Little Mermaid. So if you are anywhere near the Disney sphere, you've heard about this. We knew that this movie was going to come out, I want to say like 3 years ago. Yeah, about 3 years ago was when I think it was first announced, and now we have gotten this teeny tiny, barely glimpsable teaser trailer for a movie that we are being told will come out in May of 2023. First off, I have to give some major props that this movie is coming out in May, in May. Like, whoever made that decision, chef's kiss. I'm very proud of you. Congratulations. But I also want to talk about my thoughts on this teaser trailer that we've all very much likely seen now, all like, what, a minute and 30 seconds of it? Because a lot of people are upset. Some people are happy, I want to say, but a lot of people are upset. And I wanted to kind of go into maybe a little bit why, maybe? I don't know. So, the first thing I want to say is, if you did not care about The Little Mermaid when it was a animated movie, like maybe you saw it once as a kid and then you went on with your life, treat the live action the same way. Don't care about it. You don't have to. If you don't like it, don't watch it. It's not that hard. However, it's not that simple for a lot of other people. People like myself who... The Little Mermaid meant a lot to me as a kid. In fact, I still remember the very first time I ever saw it. I was at my mom's friend's house, who did have a daughter, but the daughter was not home, and I think the daughter was quite a bit older than I was anyway. And as you do when you are the only kid in a house of grown-ups and your parent just, wants some grown-up time, they put on a movie for me. And that movie was, to no one's surprise, The Little Mermaid. So I'm this little child sitting in a living room looking up at this giant TV, and I see Ariel exploring the sea, exploring the land, exploring love, doing all of the things that Ariel does. And I'm enchanted. I'm pretty sure I begged my mom after that to buy me The Little Mermaid, and I must have watched that movie hundreds of times afterwards. And then as I got older, as someone who very much felt out of place anywhere I went, it was almost like, hey, there are other people who feel the way I do. And when The Little Mermaid 2 came out with Ariel's daughter, Melody, who was very close to my age, I felt even more of a connection because here was someone even younger, someone that was, she was 12, I think, and I think I was 12, like very close to it, who still felt the same way I did. So when we heard that it's getting the live action remake, my first instinct, and is still a primary instinct, is to be cautious, right? We know the history of Disney's live action remakes. They are either epic fails or really good and true to nostalgia. I loved the Beauty and the Beast live action. I loved the Aladdin live action. I will not go near the Mulan live action. I will not go near the Lion King live action. So it's definitely very hit or miss for me. But a lot of people are upset because Ariel looks different than a lot of us remember her to be. And they're concerned that maybe their children who have seen the animated version might be turned away from the new live action. I don't think that's going to be a problem. The reason I don't think that's going to be a problem is I had watched Disney's animated Cinderella as a child. And then when Brandy's Cinderella aired on the Wonderful World of Disney, I didn't have any problems, still, understanding and following along with the idea of a Cinderella that did not have blonde hair and blue eyes. Like that, she was still Cinderella because Brandy acted like Cinderella. And from the very small amount that we've seen of this movie clipping, Halle Bailey looks and acts like Ariel. She has the iconic green tail, the purple top, the red hair. The hair might not be the bright fire engine red, but it's still red. And what's most important to me, I think, is in the short clip that we got with Ariel looking up into the camera, her big eyes just full of wonder and innocence and excitement. And that's Ariel, guys. And those are kind of like, that's Ariel, guys. I don't think as long as the actress can fill the role, which it looks so far like she absolutely can, I don't think that's going to be an issue. What I do think is going to be an issue is, as I mentioned earlier, we first found out about this, like, what, at least 3 years ago, maybe even longer. And now all we get is a teeny tiny teaser trailer. And the movie is supposed to come out again in 2023 in May. That's only a few months from here. And all we have is a teaser trailer. Which tells me either they have been putting a lot of work into this movie and it's going to be just phenomenal, which is necessary, is needed. I mean, a lot of this movie is under the sea. I imagine a lot of CGI would be happening in it. Or they announced it. They basked in all of the media presence and free advertising that the controversy hashtag has created, and then they put it on a shelf, ignored it, and now they've decided, how do we get noticed again? Oh, right, let's take this off the shelf, dust it off, and there we go. Free advertising all over again, and it doesn't really matter if the movie's good or not, because the people who hate it are bound to hate it. The people who are loving it are gonna absolutely love it. People are gonna watch it to either hate it or love it. Either way, it's gonna put money in our pockets, and we're not gonna have to pay very much for advertising or trailers or... I don't know. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's the first one. I hope they've been putting a lot into this movie and that it's going to be as wonderful to see on in live action as it was to see animated. But I'm not hoping or even expecting it to be the exact same movie. First off, none of them have been. None of the live action movies have been completely true to their source material of the Disney version, the animated Disney version. But also, guys, this is Disney. Disney has never been known to be accurate to the source material. Ever. Like, what even is the Snow Queen? Right? Frozen? Not, like, you have to dig hard to even realize what that was based off of. So, like, why... If Disney can't be expected to stay true to the source material that it borrows from books and poems and songs, why would anybody think that Disney is going to stay true to its own source material? Like, it makes me laugh that anybody would expect it to. I certainly don't expect it to. But I do hope the heart of the film stays intact, just like Aladdin did, just like Beauty and the Beast did for me. I remember liking the original live-action Cinderella. It doesn't hold a candle to Brandy's, but it was fine. And we'll only have to see. I definitely plan on watching this movie. I am slightly concerned and morbidly curious to know how they're going to do Sebastian and Flounder, because that, and Scuttle. Sebastian, Flounder, and Scuttle are going to make or break this movie, you guys, because if they are done well, it'll be great. But if they're not, it'll be OG Sonic the Hedgehog with the eyes before they fixed it for that live action. That being said, please enjoy this time lapse of the up-close artwork that you've been watching throughout the rest of this video. Those are my thoughts. I definitely plan on watching it. I hope you do too. And afterwards, maybe there'll be another video on whether or not I was right about my concerns. Have a wonderful day, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye!